What's up, Gunpla modelers? This is Strider Prime bringing you another edition of Gundam Models. Today I am going to build the 1/144th scale 00 Quanta from the Awakening of the Trailblazer movie that will be coming out soon, hopefully within the next few weeks. This kit I actually recently purchased from Hobby Link Japan. I've pretty much known that everybody has built this kit already. I've seen R. Robert 184's and Prime 92's video review of this kit, and I'm going to do a let's build video of this cool little model. Looking at it from the side, the Quanta sure really makes some really cool and nifty poses. Obviously an improvement over the Exia and the 00 Riser. Now, I was going to build actually Master Grade Exia, because that was the second kit I was going to build for the month of September. But due to certain things that were happening in work and business and things like that didn't allow me to have time to do that. So I'm going to push Exia for October, maybe mid-October, and then I'll work on Unicorn in November. But let's open up this bad boy and see what we can see, what we're going to work with. We'll cover the manual in a few moments. I won't cover this. You guys all seen it. Now, tray B pretty much constitutes the inner frames and the joints of the Quanta. There's also the D frame, which is the clear emerald green parts. This is going to be interesting to work with. Tray A covers all three colors: the white, yellow, which is this is the only yellow part that I see here. It's about 4 parts of red, and then of course all the clear. A lot of clear parts, basically to constitute the legs, the chest, arms, and head of the Quanta. The polycaps, of course, and the stickers that I will not use on this kit. Next up is the nice brilliant blue, very beautiful blue, which I think only reflects the leg, feet, shoulder, and of course parts of the shield. This bag also holds the Quanta's action base stand, which I think is a good idea. These guys give it its own action base. This is actually the same base that they use for the Strike Freedom high grade, and I think the other kit, I forgot what it was. It Infinite Justice? I may be wrong. But anyway, these are the parts that comes with this kit. Let's look at the manual, see what we have to work with. Very nice art of the 00 Quanta, and I think I mentioned this before. But of course, if you get all 4 kits of this new I would say the third set of mobile suits, you'll have a nice little background frame as you put them all together. You'll see here the GN sword in action, the GN sword bits. There are 6 bits, each one, the 2 of each, 3 pairs of different types. Unusual how this shield is massive and can be converted the parts can be converted into a massive Buster sword or Buster cannon, or however the whole series is. And right now we're kind of guessing here, and we haven't seen that much in action of the actual mobile suit, so we'll see what the, you know, I hope to get a chance to see the movie when it comes out on on Comic-Con and Animation Film Festival in New York. Page 1 covers the chest, head, constructions of the arms. Page 2 moves on from arms to legs. Page 3, legs, and then shoulder, shield, and all that other fun stuff. The rear page covers the placement of the shield bits. This is going to be a fun build. However, sorry about that. However, certain situations just came up to my surprise. I thought I was just going to build this kit for about, a couple of days and post up the video and no big deal. But thankfully, I received a nice little email from Albert WTF. Albert talks WTF. He goes, "Hey Strider Prime. So I just found out that the Gunpla World Cup 2010 are going to be at New York Comic-Con. I'm also assuming New York Animation Film Festival, or film, whatever. And since we're both going to there, why not enter?" I saw this and I went online to check the details of it. And surprisingly, I got about a week or so, about maybe 2-3 weeks to build this kit. Now, me releasing this video, obviously, you guys are going to probably submit this kit as well. But guess what I'm going to do with this guy? And here's a hint. May not be the right shade of blue. Red is okay. But I think I'm going to do this. I got less than 3 weeks. Let's get cracking. Now then, for time reasons, I am omitting a lot of things in the video build because I only have about 3 weeks till the New York Comic Con and Animation Festival to begin, and I literally have about less than a week and a half of build time to do it. I have some things that's coming up that I, personally for me and in my job, and I don't have a lot of time for me to use up those times to build this kit. I have a very small window of build time to complete this. So, the minute I got the notification from Albertox WATF, and I began looking in online for the information for the show, I knew that I'm going to race against the clock here. So I separated all the parts based on its color. This one here is all the whites, the charcoal, and I mixed blue, red, and yellow here, especially since there's only one yellow. And now I'm going to take this. I actually washed each part. I sanded them down, washed them as best as I can. And now we're going to put them in their respective support peg. So that way I begin airbrushing. There are very few parts. I think a little over 100 compared to the 300 or so parts from Destiny. Even Godzilla agrees. And I'm trying to see how I can do this. And try not to... I'm kind of considering cutting a few corners here and there I just don't know what to do yet first. Priming may be the one thing I am going to omit, because that I gotta wait several, at least a good day to allow the paint, to allow the primer to dry. And since I'm only not overwriting colors, I'm using the same colors, I don't think that's necessary. See, now here's a problem with this part. This is actually one of the shoulder parts, and there is nothing to hold on, so I ran out of the paste, of the putty paste that I've had, so I'm gonna have to pick up another pack so I can put them inside and support it. So I'll leave that off the side. Right after I airbrush it, the chrome silver. Actually, let me show you. Now, this is the one part that I think I may run into trouble. I may run into trouble. The clear blue, as you can see here, the cap of the clear blue looks, identical to this. So that's understandable if I was going to do a normal blue, but with the metallic coating, it's going to be a little bit nicer now. I had a few complaints about Destiny's blue color being a little bit off of its original pattern, but I think it's going to fit well with this part as well. Now, again, I'm looking into how I'm going to paint the other parts that require an overpaint. Okay, let me explain. You see this guy here? In the build, this part here is actually white. Now, this will be painted chrome silver. Then I'm going to have to cover this with Tamiya's masking tape, and then paint the rest of it blue. There's probably some other parts that I may have to cover. I haven't seen that yet. I have to look at the manual, and I have copies of Dengenki Hobby and Hobby Link Japan for this month, or I think the following month, in reference to this kit. So I have to see what reference materials I find in there that will help me better adjust to this pattern. Now, another thing that I have to paint is literally these charcoal parts. Reason why is even though Destiny came out really well in how it looks, you can actually tell when you put a charcoal part next to a colored part, and that is one big reason why I'm not taking it with me to New York Comic Con, because I know that's not gonna fly with anybody. But I hope this will.